As a fighter, I think he's amazing. I think he has great technique. He has crazy knockout power.
We all know Tank best weight is 35, 40. You fought Barrios at 40, 35, 40. And you fight Jake Paul, who getting better. I'm like I said, and he got 6 feet tall. Where Tank gonna hit him?
Jervant Davis opened his first training camp day for the Jake Paul fight with explosive energy. During pad work, he unleashed a rapid 35 punch combination that showed off his trademark speed and power. His sharp timing and clean execution made it clear how locked in he is for this camp. Fans and analysts quickly took it as a strong signal that Davis is gearing up to break down Jake Paul with experience, discipline, and non-stop pressure in the ring. Davis lit up social media when he dropped an Instagram post telling fans, "See y'all soon. I guess a TL going to be two-turned." He followed it by adding, "Tell him to send that bag, and I'm coming." That statement underlined 2 key things. First, Tank is eager to get back inside the ring. Second, he wants the business side respected. In today's boxing world, where fighters must balance legacy with financial security, his words hit home. This wasn't a throwaway post. It was a declaration that Davis is ready, motivated, and clear about his worth. He's not compromising on either competition or compensation. Even before the fight was finalized, Davis had openly shared his views on Jake Paul's boxing career. He once dismissed Paul's efforts as trash, echoing the skepticism many professionals have toward celebrities crossing into combat sports. Davis argued that Paul likely picked up boxing out of boredom with his other ventures like YouTube. That criticism highlighted the clash between old-school boxing purists and this new generation of entertainment-driven fighters. Yet, despite his sharp words, Paul's persistence has forced recognition, even from top names. The fact that Davis is now preparing to face him shows how far Paul has come, turning what started as a gimmick into one of boxing's biggest headline events.
I text that again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm, you know.
The matchup between Davis and Paul has ignited heated debate across the boxing world. Many argue the fight proves the sport has shifted from a legacy-based competition to a spectacle chasing headlines and paydays. Critics say this bout undermines boxing's integrity, branding it more of a circus act than a contest between elite athletes. But there's another way to look at it. Boxing has always blended sport with show business. From Muhammad Ali's larger-than-life persona to Mike Tyson's blockbuster pay-per-views, spectacle has long been part of the package. Whether fans call this fight a joke or a genius business, move depends entirely on where they stand on the line between tradition and entertainment.
If he's doing it for the right reason, actually want to do it because of just like actually want to box, it's cool. But if he's doing it for like the wrong reason, just to get the hype and stuff like that, I feel as though it's trash. Sometimes people get bored at what they want, what they doing, and they want to try other stuff. Got to be mentally tough to be able to box. So that's why I don't take that away from some fighters or some people that want to jump into the sport. So just show how tough you are. That's how it should be.
For sure. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Former super middleweight contender Jesse Hart didn't hold back on those slamming Jervant Davis for accepting the Jake Paul fight. Hart argued that critics are missing the bigger picture. Davis isn't abandoning legacy. He's simply navigating the realities of the modern boxing business. He went further, saying, Tank has the right to prioritize financial opportunities, even if some label it as joining the circus. His defense exposed a split even among fighters themselves. Some want Davis to stick to names like Shakur Stevenson or Teofimo Lopez, while others accept that massive paydays against globally recognized figures like Paul can't be overlooked. Hart's point reframes Tank's decision not as a betrayal, but as smart business. While analysts largely back Davis to win, not everyone shares that same confidence.
Pounder, nearly 100-pound difference between the two guys. This is absolutely insane. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below.
Boxing analyst Andy Ross stirred things up with a bold prediction. He believes Jake Paul will win. Ross admitted the matchup is a clever move for both fighters, but explained that Paul's size and unpredictable style could tip the balance. Opinions like this capture the intrigue surrounding the fight. While Paul lacks Davis's decorated background, his physical advantages, self-belief, and awkward approach give him an edge that can't be ignored. Ross's prediction may be unpopular, but it represents a growing camp of voices who argue that Paul has earned more credit than many in boxing are willing to admit.
Man, that's the circus. If you want to join the circus, that's the circus. I don't see the value. I just see money involved in that. If they want the money, if that's what they want to do, then go ahead and go ahead and get the money. But other than that, I'm not got a guy, Jake Paul, that's what, 6'3", 6'4", almost. Then you got a guy, Jervant Davis, that's like 5'5", a little guy. Yeah. Y'all gonna try to, who's 200 pounds, who's just for Mike Tyson there, I'm gonna throw him in there with a 135. Just a circus, and that's what they want to do to get money, to generate money in the sport of boxing instead of Gervonta Davis. This is a legacy fight. He was supposed to fight Lamont Rope after this, and then he say, no. Think about it. You really can't say too much. When you say Gervonta Tank Davis and you say Lamont Roach, there's still a question mark on that fight. It was still a question mark on that rumble. You just gonna leave it and then go right to the money and say, no, I ain't. That's how you know legacy and everything don't matter. I did that before. I took the money with the Joe Smith fight when my hand was fucked up and, excuse my language, my hand was messed up, broke in training camp, and I still said, yo, no, I'm taking that. I'm still fighting him. I'm not gonna not fight him again. I'm gonna fight. We're fighting him, Dad. We're fighting him, Rick. We're fighting him, Fred. I went against everybody. Jesse, don't take the fight, man. Let your hand heal. Let's get the circuit. No, I'm fighting him. It's too close. We 3 weeks out. I'm fighting him.
Things for Lego. Jake Paul is fighting Jervant Davis.
Crazy.
Your thoughts on this?
I have locks with Snaggy right there. I think Jake Paul wins that fight. You're way look. Obviously, Jervant Davis has way more experience. He's a hell of a fighter. He's done so much more for boxing and you know, than a lot of people. But to say that, you know, that's not, everyone's going to want to watch that fight. I think it's a genius idea. I think Jake Paul sets the craziest expectations, and I think he sets the bar so high now in the boxing world. Jake Paul revived boxing. You know, people could say what they want to say about it, but Jake Paul really revived the sport of boxing. You know, Joe Rogan once said previously, not so long ago, but he did speak about how boxing would eventually die out and all the eyes would shift to MMA. And it's true. I sit there, I'll watch UFC whenever there's an amazing pay-per-view event. I'm always watching it. Boxing, I don't really watch it as much. And yeah, you can call me a casual to the sport. I'm just getting into it. But to the people that are just getting into the sport,